So guys, now that we're here, let's talk a little bit about elite experience. So can you first say like, what was the kind of the elite experience for you guys so far? How has it been? If you have to sum it up real quickly.
You wanna start?
Awesome.
Go. Me?
That was quick
The
sum up.
elite, yeah, the elite program is a really unique opportunity to give a feedback to Redlinks about the game, about the next trial, and we do a lot of workshop
Yeah.
and meetings to tell what all the stuff we doesn't like on the on the last trial, and what we love and what we can improve. And the really meaning of this elite program is the Redlinks listen us.
Yeah, that's
We have
that's a big
discussed a
thing.
lot,
Yeah.
discuss a lot about the many point, and that's unique.
I
really
actually
unique.
do think that's like the most important part, because we're not just here, like they're not just showing us the game and like we're giving our opinion and that's whatever. Like we are actually giving input and they're listening to us. Like if we criticize something and like are critical about it and like being serious about it, they will listen to it and like actually make changes to the game. So that's been really great. Being part of this development process. Actually having your voice heard and yeah.
That's the point. With the voice,
Yeah.
it's even better than by the chat in the forum and
Yeah,
directly.
exactly.
So you do participate through to chats, hangouts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how was that experience been? That even if you're not here, that we like Redlinks is still actively communicating with us. How's that process been?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really cool because of course, we can like fly out here, the entire year and like just work here. So yeah, it's been great because we could test the game like at home and we could, make suggestions and they were actually heard. We would have like
heard it and-
talks with
yeah.
the developers, every other week, like calls where everyone just would come together and like, the developers would show us what they were planning for the future and we would give them feedback on,
And we have this feeling
Yeah.
on the time.
yeah,
We
exactly.
always
Like,
always have a
you're always
contact.
seeing the process. You're always seeing like your feedback being implemented or not. Sometimes it's just not
It's
possible.
really
But yeah, like you're in constant communication with everyone. It's been great, getting that insight and just getting that feedback out and having that impact on the game. It's been a cool experience for sure. Yeah, I
Little
think that's
switcheroo
about it.
on the interview. So one thing I always like to hear about when we talk about working with players is that first time when you got the email or you got the call and it was like, hey, we want to do something with you. There's the initial email where
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we got something, we have an opportunity, we
Yeah.
need you to sign an NDA first,
Yeah.
and then we're going to tell you more. So when you get that second one where it's like, yo, we're starting to work on a new project,
Yeah.
and we want to have some players involved.
The first time when I see this email, I just think it's just some crappy, weird commercial, some spam or something like that. But I read it twice. I read it 10 times, 100 times. Just why
Yeah.
me? Just wow! It just
I mean,
too big.
I think for both of us, we've been at the workshop for Blood Dragon as well. So
Yeah.
I think the first email that we got was literally, okay, do you guys want to come to Helsinki? Like without knowing what you're coming
Yeah,
here
just-
for,
just-
and everyone was like, yeah, of course, like we're just flying out. Like nobody knew like what we were going to do here before we were actually
Yeah.
in the office.
At first, it's just to visiting
So,
the studio.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just like, yeah, of course, I want to be part of like anything happening with Redlinks, like no matter what it is. Second email, the one for Rising was kind of, I mean, obviously, I kind of was suspecting, all right, yeah, they're working on a new game and they want, my impact on it or like, my opinion and like having me being a part of this. So I was just like, yeah, sure, cool opportunity, going to take part, going to give all the feedback that I can give, and yeah, it's just awesome. Like
Yeah.
you get the email and you're like, hell yeah, I want to be
Yeah.
part of this.
Half an hour after the email, I call my mom to tell her. It's so awesome.
Right.
It's like a child.
Yeah, kind of.
Awesome. And you guys have given great feedback, so that's been amazing. Just like the amount and the quality of feedback that we've gotten from the elite group. And like you guys talked about, those discussions, especially when we can bring you here to the studio and we can all sit around as a big group and actually like talk about things. It's so productive and kind of informative for the dev team. So I just want to thank you guys, and of course
No
all
problem.
of the other elite players. There's about 18 other guys that are involved in the program right now.
That's actually one big thing to mention, though. You know, just being here and like talking, you know, face to face, having that direct like conversation, it's like so much more effective than just like giving the feedback from home, because it's just faster. It's, you know, more efficient, and you actually can like have discussions about stuff that you wouldn't be able to if it wasn't for
Right.
this, you know,
It's so much easier to
Yeah.
kind of get to the root of it. You know, whereas like
Exactly.
written out, somebody maybe won't fully understand what you're trying
Yeah,
to
you
say,
might just be on
and you
different
have to
pages
go
and
back and
yeah,
forth a
exactly.
few
And
times.
the elite group is really like a family, and you
Yeah.
cover every aspect of the game, of the community, of the ninja, of the casual player, of the builder, and it's really a great team.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
So I think maybe we were going to talk for a few more minutes, but I think maybe everybody really wants to see the game. So maybe we should start playing some trials. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and I can't wait to play Trail Rising to improve my skills, and maybe I'll be better than you.
And you can also
maybe.
give
Someday.
shout outs to your friends, Charles' friends, communities. Now
Yes,
time.
yeah.
Right.
I want to thankfully big much. I love you guys from the French community. The big majority of this trip and this experience is it's open to you. It's enfin, c'est grâce à vous. I don't know how to say it in,
Don't worry,
in
don't worry,
English.
it's okay.
And if you're from France, go to trial.fr and you have all info, all the community. We can talk in English a little too, and it's just so much love. Trial community, French, and all the world, big
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. It's like, if you just look at it this way, right? It's so international. Like, you have people from literally every single country.
Yeah,
involved. It's like,
I'm French,
Yeah.
he's German, and we
Yeah.
love too.
yeah, we love each other.
We love each other, yes.
All
Not
big
a problem.
one family.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
Yeah, I just want to greet Lorcan and Marple really quick. Two amazing guys, really good players, and yeah, shout out to you guys. Love you both.
I think I'm crying here, like
All
somebody
right.
said in the chat. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
And
For more Trials news, follow our social channels, and of course on this channel in the future as well, you're going to hear more about Trials Rising. But for that, keep an eye around social channels. I can say that.
Yes.
very